I refuse to believe it. Well, let's see how we gonna end up here. Ooh, nice footy block. Not successful with the end snare though. Just gets end snared himself. AM creeper out here. Green into green for a fast level 2. Oh, he's not making a farm. Wait, is he making a farm? Yes, he is making a farm. Thank God, SOK. Thank God. Show these fools how it's done. So it seems that we're looking at a 2-base game. Lich item here early on is the Lion's Horn of Stormwind. Always nice to have, but not insane in the early game. Just a bit more armor for everybody. AM items so far great. Claws and Mantle were fantastic. Ring is decent. And now Expo is being built on both sides. Both players getting close to level 3. Which has absolutely 0 bonus damage so far. And the footy is in a good position to defend back at home. If the AM gets the Expo cancel here, this should put him in a good spot. Oh, he's coming around from the other side. Nice play so far by SOK. This is a really good opening by SOK. Here we go. I've been a bit of a SOK fanboy lately. Got a sentry ward here as well. Honestly, that one might be out of range to see the progress of the Haunted Gold Mine, but still good. And there we go. It's a big cancel. Oi! It's going to be a 2-minute lead at least for SOK on the expansion. Now the footies could perhaps make their way across the map, look for another cancel. Or footies in the main base, aim at the expansion. Great build here, great scouting by SOK, great opening. Which has a ton of mana here.
For the Earth Mother.
Shady Sheep with the resub. Are you also a Tauren fanboy, just like me, Shady Sheep? If so, I appreciate it. For the Earth Mother. My favorite hero in the game is the Crypt Lord. My favorite unit in the game is the Tauren. And I think my favorite race or tribe outside of Undead is also Taurens. Love Taurens. Anyways, thank you also, Nate Dogg, with the resub. SOK now attacking into the main base. Tech has already started for him. Man, this position is fantastic. But Lich now is strong with that level 2 Nova against footies. Got a lot of ghouls here. Oh, whoops. AM walked into a surround right there, trying to staff out. He's going to be pretty hurt. Nova could be big. Nova on the footies. So SOK doesn't have mercs. That makes his fighting ability in the early game quite a bit lower, perhaps, than the undead. But ghouls are, of course, still pretty easy to pick off. Getting a couple here. I wonder if it still would be worth it to clear the merc camp for SOK just to get some mercs. Berserker, especially. Yeah, the tech lead is huge. That's a full minute ahead for SOK. Is the TH series over already? Oh yeah, that one ended real fast. Ouch. Nova on the AM. Bit of a frost burn. Good thing he just got that Shadow Priest. Taken from the enemy shop. Lich is working towards a clear experience lead now. He's going to hit level 4 very early this game. That's kind of record time, actually. 7-minute level 4 is crazy fast. That means a ton of mana.
근데 아까 그게 아쉽네요. 그 품맨 하나 오른쪽에 냅뒀으면 어땠을까? 이게 센트리온으로 다 보는 상황이었는데.
Lich with 4,000 damage already this game. AM actually has more with almost 5,000. But the longer this game goes, the more the Lich is going to pull ahead with the power of Nova. Ooh, look at that. SOK is creeping the enemy lab away, going for the Shredder in the meantime. Night gyros, of course, expected to come. Big item on the ground here. Book of the Dead. Oh, we could use that right now in an attack, maybe. Hit the main base. Of course, later against destroyers is going to be terrible. Oh, with a Zeppelin. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Load up. Go into the back of the base. Might have been spotted, though, by the crypt. Lich level 4.6. Big mana potion. Holy hell. Yeah, I think 1-0 figured it out. Lich likely is going to get level 5 right here in the defense. Book of the Dead. Come on. Use it. Use that book. Use that book. Oh, the Nova's going to be big. Oh, load up. Zeppelin load up against the Nova. Very nice. Trying to bait the Nova right now on the Skellies. And that's successful. Big Nova, though. Big damage. 6,000 damage on the Lich already. Double Nova. Skelly's gone. Footy's gone. Pretty much. That's okay. SOK just has to make sure the AM and Shredder survive. Shredder can't be Nova'd. EP out. Lich level 4.96. Tier 3 tech lead here is huge for SOK. SOK needs to make sure to get triple staff as soon as he can, to be able to out-heal the damage from the mass Novas. Maybe even the double shot might make sense here. SOK going for another little harass mission. Double crypt, double slaughterhouse, very standard. Slaughterhouses are quite late. Statue's gonna be arriving fairly late this game. Is there an MK in this Zeppelin? Yes, there is. It's gonna be at least 2 Acolytes killed. Gonna force the Lich's return once again via TP. Trading footies for other units here is a great exchange for the human. MK probably gonna go down here. Yep. One little mistake. MK falling, but I think that's okay. Kill some ghouls, kill some acolytes, force some lost mining. And now we got knights already on the way. Oh, SOK is going for his early priests. I really don't like these tier 3 priests because of how bad Inner Fire is against destroyers. And SOK is spending his bank very quickly as well. There's nothing left. Sitting at 50 supply still. The cool thing is now he can creep the Merc camp with the Pally, as that camp wasn't taken early. Big experience here for the Death Knight. Warsong battle drums from the red camp. We're looking at a pretty even game here, I think. I have seen SOK try to make these Master Priests work a lot in this matchup, and almost every time I saw it, it failed. In some games against Happy, it failed spectacularly. I'm not a fan of those priests at all, but maybe one day he can convince me. This was a great execution so far by SOK. Really, really good game up until this point. 1-0 is also low on lumber. Lost some gold as we saw earlier. He's down in supply. Has to make a choice now of third hero. Crypt Lord or Dark Ranger normally here are the options. And Dark Ranger it is. SOK needs some more levels, that's for sure. Oh, Lich walking into a surround right there. But he's got Invo Potion. He's got Coil. Support. Oh, Book of the Dead, actually pretty good here. That's actually no Destroyers up yet. No, wait, there is Destroyer form upgrade. But where are the statues? Where the heck are the statues? What? There they are. That's a big Devour. Dark Ritual as well. There needs to be a staff here for the knight. Almost too late. Gotta remember to stay in range. So trying early on to go for a third base here, setting up some towers. And now 1-0 suddenly building to a big army. Good old Knight Gyros. Can always be trusted. I wonder if SOK shouldn't try to build a strong army first before going for a third base. A-bombs now coming in, adding a lot of stink damage. Low levels are a problem right here for SOK at the moment. Knights being picked off one by one. There's no second staff yet. Ooh, nice Zeppelin load up. MK level 2 finally, but the Pally is very hurt. The Nova dude, the Nova is doing so much. Almost 16,000 damage on the Lich. Finding more and more kills. DK in the back is hurt, has to TP away. But that trade was great for 1-0. He got so many kills. More peasants as well. Dark Ranger level 2. Gyros need to move. SOK! Getting a bit sloppy in this late game. Ah, bit of a shame. SOK's early game was so sick. Great build. This is so greedy. Third base before having a strong army. Losing more gyros. Oh, SOK, things are starting to crumble a little bit. Yeah, I think that was a big mistake. That third base you should only go for when you have the strong heroes already. You need to build as strong of an army as you can to fight with MK Pally if you have to. Most importantly, to creep. Creep and get levels. And now the knight numbers don't seem to be up to the task. Peasants taken out. Third base prevented. So much money wasted on this third attempt. That is not working. And you know, it's not just like this is 1,000 gold wasted. This is also 1,000 gold that could have gone into knights and upgrades and items to make him stronger, you know, on the map, to give him better position and so on. Now the game is clearly in 1-0's favor, especially with the MK dying. Trying to kill the Dark Ranger, but that hero doesn't matter nearly as much. Fighting position here also terrible for the Knights in this narrow position. Huge supply lead now on 1-0. He was tested a lot in the early game and mid game here. But now the game is easy for 1-0. Just focus down the Knights one by one. And that third base goes down as a big Hole in the ground. Lots of money wasted on this one. Like I said, not just money wasted, but also money spent at a time where it made the human position weaker.
써요.
Death and Decay!
방을 막힐 줄.
Oh shit!
15초 뒤면 다 터집니다.
MK is not here at the moment.
물론 이제 볼트 던지러 오기 때문에.
And now the damage is going really crazy. Look at the damage numbers at the moment on the Lich.
그래도 이 정도 피 뺐으면은 엄청 잘 쓴 거죠. 데스앤디케이 이렇게 쓰기 힘들어요. 피 반 빼서 데스앤디케이는 통상 둘 중 하나입니다. 진짜 건물 아예 다 부셔버리든지
Why the rush to go 3 bases? Going 3 bases at some point I think is fine, but
뺀 거기 때문에
you gotta get strong first.
어스케이크급으로는 쓴 거죠 사실. 그렇죠. 이 정도 뺐으면 마킹 전사. 교전이 안 됩니다. 교전이 위치가 오래돼서 교전이 성립이 안 돼요.
Yeah, this ain't it. 1-0 is going to take this first map here. Not going to give that away anymore. Close to 2 more big level ups on DK and Dark Ranger. Lich out of mana, but not for long. What's he gonna eat? What's he gonna eat? Either a stinky A-bomb or a gross fiend. A gross fiend is the choice.
죽는 소리밖에 안 들려요. 그 160이 10시에 멀티 던졌네요 이제. 자신감. 그거죠. 상대 앞마당에서 계속 놀면서 내 멀티도 지키겠다. 하고 사실 뭐 내시는 상당히 안 돼가지고. 그렇죠. 사실 여기 땅 깔린 다음에 여기다 상점까지 지으면 사실상 여기가 전초기지거든요. 이 디사나 잡을 딜도 안 나와요.
Death Knight level 5. AM3 is normally great to have for level 2 water elemental damage. Level 3, I mean. Water elemental damage. Because at some point the destroyers are all taken out by the gyros. But that was not really the case here. Level 5 Lich, again, delivers. That guy is really scary. That is the #1 big concern for the humans right now. We're going on to map number 2. And that is Turtle Rock.
실사사도 세긴 한데 여기가 왜냐면 여기 맨 처음에 바로 먹잖아요. 속도 멀티 먹는 거 같네요. 여기 양쪽으로 이 1렙 장비 2개 먹고 하나 그냥 바로 멀티. 우선 첫 아이템은 선수 일단 여기서 전쟁군주 뭘 줄까? 지능망토는 굉장히 좋은 데모? 잘 좋아요. 전 이거 거의 1등상이란 마인드. 바기로브보다 좋다라고 생각을 해요. 저는 어떤 때 리치한테. 상황에 따라서. 솔직히 저는 그냥 더 좋다고 생각해요. 사실 상황에 따라서가 아니라. 얘가 1등.
Lich with the instant expansion creep. Even on Turtle Rock. Interesting. AM, Scourge, Bone Chimes, those would be amazing for Knights later on. Also decent for the Furry's early game. Oh, Lich items are fantastic here. I mean, so are the Archmages. Wait, is this old Turtle Rock? Normally AM shouldn't be level 3 here on new Turtle Rock. I think this is old Turtle Rock. It says 2.0 though. Maybe he got experience somewhere else. Not exactly sure. He canceled the staff. Yeah, that was the right call actually. The expansion was pretty much finished already. The undead army was there. I like that. Good move. Cancels the staff with a stop command. And AM even getting some ghoul kills, a little bit more experience. Both heroes now on level 3. Lich would certainly want some boots of speed as well, maybe even a staff. This is, after all, a rather big map.
그렇죠. 근데 약간 이거 아크빗이 보면 누르기 좀 꺼려지죠.
네, 잠깐 참아야 될 것 같고 시간을.
이게 약간 면전에서 홀업하면은 휴먼이 그냥 후면 다 죽을 각오로 에콜라이트만 치면 돼서.
이 정도 뭐 미리 에콜라이트 누르거나 하는 그런 건 아니고 그냥 앞마당에다 네크로폴리스 좀 빨리 던졌습니다.
It's returning back home. All the ghouls right now defending. One's gonna go down. Oh, that's a big Nova.
아, 근데 결과론인감이 조금
Tried to deny. I think it didn't quite work.
그래도 이 푸시로 인해서
Tech lead is gonna be on SOK again. Tech lead means the position should be pretty good for the human. Of course, not the only thing that matters. Also experience, as we saw last game. Very important. Quite a few ghouls being picked off here, by the way. 4 ghouls taken out.
근데 이건 풋맨도 집을 갈 수 있는지를 봐야 돼요.
And now the tech starts.
집에 못 가면 자른 게 의미가 없기 때문에.
Maybe like half a minute or so. That Soccer's ahead.
이렇게 교환이 됐을 때 그 리치 5레벨 된다는 거.
But Lit is getting more and more experience. Almost level 4. And once he's 4, we got a lot of mana regen.
지금 잡히는 거는
One Acolyte probably going to go down here. But the Necropolis about to be ready.
잡을 수 있을지도 좀
Might not even fall.
저 잡을 수 있는지도 의문이네요. 아, 못 잡네요.
AM staffs back home as the Lich is approaching. This is again a good early game by SOK. Not as insane as the first map. But still, good and solid.
사실 탱크 쓸 수가 없는 게
Now,
제플린이 없어서.
I hope he doesn't go priests again.
를 활용하는
Those priests, man, we've seen them so many times. They hardly ever seem to do anything. I'm harping a lot on the priests, and I'm pretty sure they're not the right unit to add in the late game. But I will admit, it's a hard call to make right now for humans. Obviously, you go Knight Gyros, triple hero, but what else do you make with it? Priests, I would say pretty bad. Breakers are whatever. Sorks are meh. Griffins are good in theory against A-bombs, but they always get webbed. So there is not a clear good thing to add in the ultra late game. Unless Undead makes some other tech adjustments. If the Undead goes Banshees, then obviously you go Breaker and Mortar teams. But if it's just Fiend, Statue, A-bomb, it's hard to tell what the right last unit addition is.
맵이 큰 맵이라는 거 빼고는 조금 상황이 암울하기는 해요. 사실
Wonders is upgrading 2 towers. Seems a bit strange. With the MK showing up, SOK's gonna get some good kill potential against ghouls and against fiends.
적으로 좀 잘 해놨어요. 수비를 다 해놓고 이제 옷 찍겠다란 얘기죠. 이러면 결국.
마킹이
It's making a very early Sanctum here.
미리샤 좀 써서 몇 마리 여러만 일단 앞에 744 마킹이 혼자서 먹고
Double barracks and Sanctum and double workshop.
언데드도 사실
If the
이게 그
choices between priests and sorks, I think I like the sorks more.
이게 레벨 높아질
As long as you also have gyro to deal with destroyers.
좋은 거는 아닌데
데스나이트가 나오기 아직도 10초가 남아가지고 슬래터 한번 뺍니다.
One slaughterhouse is actually going to get cancelled here. Kind of annoying for 120.
딸피된 거 빡딜 넣고 좀 있으면 공원
But the other one... No, wait.
그러네요.
The other one isn't close to done. So Sati is going to be delayed again.
옛날 같으면 그냥 그 뿅뿅이 막대로 그냥 뿅뿅 바로 지웠을 텐데 그건 안 되다 보니까 구울 또 센터 지나가다가 거북이한테 물려서 사망.
Lots of gold on SOK.
잠깐 이거 워터 엘리멘탈 쪽
Lumber looking okay. Of course, on this map, we don't have a shredder.
이제는 내 늦었죠. 예, 봐도
이제 늦었죠.
한 3대 쳐야 되는데.
아 근데 120 진짜 안전하게 하네요.
I like the focus on creeping here for the MK.
아 근데
It's very important MK and Pally get decent levels in a meaningful time.
보려고 스탑콘 실패.
뭐 하는 친구지 지금.
아, 또 거북이한테
Shout out to Starbuck in the chat as well. human expert in this matchup. Ooh, Archmage. Ouch. Getting Nova, but has the heal potion. Starbuck saying it has to be Sork's IMO. But Sok loves his priests, man. He loves those priests.
아, 근데 이거 슬래터 터져서 옵시 늦는데 이제 상태가 좀 갈려 있어서 살짝 또 거북이
Yeah, like I said now a couple of times, I really don't believe in the priests in this matchup.
이거 거미의 만남인데요.
핀드 체력 200 너프 됐나요? 전부 다 300.
But Sok still does.
그러네요.
아, 근데 120 이거는 무슨 자신감이지? 말이 안 되는 사냥인데 이런 거.
There we go, master training. You know, if it wasn't for destroyers,
속 이번엔
priests with inner fire would be sick. But of course, there are destroyers, so
이리코 선수 이게 어찌됐든
that is the issue.
되게
The plan for Sok is to take out all the destroyers with the gyros, and then he's going to be good with the inner fire. I guess that's the thought.
진짜 사냥 자체는 과감하게
The weird thing is also, priests don't do well into disease cloud.
저는 이게 마우
They're going to be wasting time healing themselves, wasting time healing the backline. Everything is always a little bit hurt. Priests are losing mana all the time.
아, 근데 너무 센터를 다 주고 있지 않나요? 본인이 테크가 빠른 게임인데요.
This time it's a Crypt Lord third, by the way, which I appreciate.
아, 너무 다 주고
Great potential in the very late game if he gets level 3 or higher.
상치물까지.
아, 상치물.
Sok playing defensive right now, creeping in the outskirts,
별로 좋은 판단이 아닌 것 같아요.
여기 오면은 그냥
아니, 그냥
속 입장에서는 멀티
trying to get the red camp item before the undead arrives.
이거는 좀 별로인 판단.
And he got Helm of Valor, not bad.
포탈 위치 그쵸. 멀티 쪽으로 탄 다음에
Lich already level 5.
포탈만 사서 하면 되거든요.
아니 왜냐면 본인의 멀티 쪽에 타워가 3개나 박혀 있기 때문에 그냥 좀
Again, losing a couple of gyros here.
포탈로 막아도 그만이거든요. 그러니까 포탈로 막고 하면
A
되는데
little bit unnecessary.
이거 근데 동선으로 속이 좀
And Sok might be able to get both red camp items, actually. He TP'd over to the expansion to get to the next camp as fast as he can, trying to take it out again before the undead is here, but the undead is fast approaching.
가 쉽게 이길 게임
Lich is right there already. With the Nova gets the steal. Could have Storm bolted the Lich, maybe. And that Pally is very dead. Catgas Pipe, not useful, but good to take away from the undead at least. And all of a sudden, Wonder seems to be taking control again.
매지컬 쓰기도 좀 더 편해지겠죠. 3영웅의 옵션.
And I wonder, if Sok just didn't make priests, you know, Sanctum and upgrade and upgrade and priest, what if he just makes more knights, more gyros, and takes these fights earlier?
할 생각인 것 같아요. 에코를 막 2기씩 뽑습니다.
Wouldn't that be better?
어디다 할 건지는 모르겠.
Also for map control?
한시하겠죠. 할 때가 한시밖에 없어요.
MK's level 3 at least. That's good.
아, 근데 이게 용게임에 달했으면 모르겠.
Crypt Lord level 2, quite tanky already.
저 2개 먹은 게 하필 발럼이랑 브릴리언스여가지고 쓸 데가 없습니다.
We got early double staff on Sok. I like that a lot.
한시 쪽과 7시
Quite a few peasants going down at the expansion. 80 supply. Oh, what are the gyros? Oh, this is very sloppy with the gyros.
혼나 500원이거든요.
8 gyros lost for free this game.
프리스트가 이너파이어를 못 쓰는
The first 2 can be forgiven, but these ones were way too many.
쓰면 안 돼요.
1 fiend eaten. More mana for the Lich.
생추 동동동.
So all this investment in priests so far has led to 1 priest who's healing a little, who isn't even really using inner fire. Yeah, I think my opinion is still the same. I don't like these priests.
대형 만화 포션, 초대형 만화 포션 있거든요.
아, 그렇죠.
초대형 만화 포션
거의 뭐
240원에
Staff's on cooldown.
완전 회복 포션인데 이제
Dangerous time for the human.
아, 그래 나이트가 지금 공방업이 별로 안 돼 있어가지고.
A-bomb eaten. Oh, big impale. Ouch. Pally dead again. Four priests. Like, priests are really good when the damage output is low,
하나 잡기가 힘들어요.
and your army that's taking a little bit of chip damage here and there, it gets healed up over time. your survivability is way higher. You can stay in the fight for way longer. But when there's huge burst damage, then little bits of healing are worth a lot less.
멀티합니다. 4금광을 던진 119.
120 구를 아예 안 버리네요. 지금 굴 인구수가 6개나 있는데 7개네요. 아 멀티에도 하나 있네요.
SOK has a double shop this game, by the way. I do like that. I mentioned that earlier.
첫판 치고 멘탈에 데미지가 있던 게 아닌가 싶긴 해요.
But I don't like the priests.
그냥 쓸 만큼 쓰고 먹어버려서 다시 풀만하.
Lich seems to have infinite mana with the level 2 Dark Ritual.
소리만 납니다. 멀티 하나 더 돌아가고요.
Third base for 1-0, high upkeep, good upgrades, 2-2 about to be done on the Fiends.
후반 구도
Where is the MK, by the way?
이걸 어떻게 풀어나가야 되지? 일단 이번 판은 뭐 많이 힘들기 때문에
Joining in now, 2 staves used. No, 3 staves used. Ideally, you want to find pickoffs early with this human army and then retreat when
있어요 여기.
staffs are all on cooldown. Oh, DK in trouble here. MK as well. MK is dead. 1-0 is getting up to 4 bases, by the way. I just realized that now.
근데 저는 이거 생텀을 안 올렸으면
A-bomb eaten. And again, more mana.
계속 가보지만 할 수 있는 게 없습니다.
뭐 약간 이해는 되는 게 뭔가 처음부터 생텀을 하려고 한 게 아니라 뭔가 좀 안 되다 보니까 이것저것 해보는 것 같긴 한데
4금광도 완성이 되어 있고요.
Fighting on Blight now. Absolute nightmare for the human. Lich about to hit level 6 over here. AM has made like no progress since the mid game.
그랬나요? 인구수
디센디
자세히 안 봐가지고
다시 한번 이번 게임도 D&D가 나올 것 같습니다. 리시 많아 끝이 없어요. 퀵으로도 한번 노려보는데
Focusing on Crypt Lord, maybe not the best call.
계속 이제 카이팅하면서 뭉치면 노바.
That Nova, holy, 27,000 damage on the Lich. You can spam the Nova on cooldown.
이제 D&D 쓰러 갈 각도 나오거든요.
This one didn't even hit too much.
약간 뭔가 최선을 다하고 있기는 한데 사실 뭐 리치
2,000원이에요.
사실 지금
The fight looks easy now for 1-0. He's got 2,000 gold. Only units he's losing seem to be to Dark Ritual. And it's going to be GG. So calls it. Again, he got a good position out of this early game. It wasn't amazing like map 1, but still a good position. He got a tech lead. He got the expo, I think, slightly before. Oh, what is this? Militia started creeping before the AM is even out.
그냥 사냥을 해버리네.
Okay.
땡기는 것 같죠?
고반 많이 아쉬운 아이템.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, the peasant. That was sloppy by SOK. Don't want to lose that peasant so early. He wants to instant harass the expansion, but it's not going to be level 2 AM. This is looking like a 1 base game.
이러면 근데 라지컬 하나요? 이거는 근데 이거는 좀 보긴 해야 돼요. 이게 반드시 한다는 보장은 없어서.
알타는 팔아놨고요.
이게 언데드가 홀업하면 뒤늦게 멀티하는 것도 방법이기는 해요, 사실. 근데 이미 큰 걸 빼먹었기 때문에 사실 언데드 입장에서 좀 심리적 부담이 덜하죠.
홀업을 눌렀습니다. 라지컬로 가는 속.
근데 언데드도 홀업.
같이 홀업 대 홀업으로 갔네요. 이 정도 차이면 근데 괜찮죠?
Both players now with the tech.
언데드가 괜찮죠, 이러면.
Ooh, important last hits right here.
약간
AM needs the creep for the level up. Same for the Lich, I guess. Oh, Lich gets it with the Watch Elemental. Fox tried for the deny without success.
에콜 먹은 거 보면은 대충 아닌가 싶을 거고. 아크메지도 하나만 잡으면 레벨업이라서 계속해서 좀 노려보고 있는데 쉽지가 않습니다.
그 12시 쪽에 지금 밀리샤가 열심히 그 도리깨로 에콜 머리를 쪼개고는 있는데
아 끝나버렸네요. 잘 쪼개다가 끝내버렸네요.
아니야 왜 옆에 해골 제발 먹어줘.
Oh, the deny on the Skelly. That prevents level 2 AM. Very annoying.
알타 안 늦었고요.
게임이 조금
Excuse me.
불쾌해지고 있는데 제 추천으로는
네.
타이밍 러쉬 하지 말고 차라리 그냥 주도권 잡고 중앙을 어떻게든 다 먹는 게 낫지 않을까. 이거 제 생각에 타이밍 러쉬 안 될 것 같거든요. 그러니까 왜냐면 어제도
So is the only human in this tournament, by the way. Fortitude not participating this time.
센터 억지로 먹는 게 낫지 않을까. 저는 그게 제일 나을 것 같아요.
견제하고 있는데 하나가 안 뺏겨졌어요.
AM is still not level 2. Oh, Jesus.
스킬인가 싶었는데
양쪽 다 공템을 안 들고 있고
Just needs that one Skelly, but 120 seems to be well aware.
근데 약간 이렇게 할 것 같으면 그게 나았을 것 같긴 해요. 차라리 투판 라지컬 하는 게 나았을 것 같기는 해요. 바로 뛸 거면. 건틀렛 좋죠.
네.
중멀 하는 것도 방법이에요. 휴먼 지금 나무 관리 되게 잘 돼 있거든요.
Need deny there as well. It's a Pally second, kind of a SOK classic. Ooh, losing that rifle would be really bad.
아 그리고 이게 무슨 뭐
Gotta save it. Gotta save it. Gotta save it, but can't. Ooh. First rifle surrounded and killed. It's a big blow to SOK. So this is just gonna be rifle push all in, I imagine. Oh, nice save there. Look at that. 120 is also playing this really well. 120 delivered on map 2 and 1 in the late game, while SOK's early game was great. Now 120 is looking great all the way through.
이것저것 다 그냥 양념 좀 쳐놨어요. 그래도 이거는 팔라딘이 먼저 와서
Oh, the rifle. Again moving late, but maybe can be freed. Pally shows up. Oh, first two rifles lost. That positioning by SOK was a bit sloppy, to be honest. First two rifles taken out. Double slaughterhouse by 120. We see that rarely on one base. But it doesn't make sense. All 120 needs here is a good number of destroyers. 2 or 3 destroyers plus statues. And then just turtle in the back of the base. The longer this goes, the better for 120. And SOK has like no damage here. He's got only the second rifle joining now. Of course, he lost 2 rifles earlier with rather poor positioning. Lich is kind of surrounded here. But again, there's a lack of damage. Lich fights out. Kind of saying no way that tower rush can work. We've seen this tower rush once or twice work even against Happy. Of course, you know, different day, different position, better position. Losing all these rifles, clearly not great. The tower does finish at least. but might not survive. Lots of ghouls still here. These ghouls are fighting well so far, and that's without frenzy. By the way, can you make this push happen with level 1 Watch Elementals? It seems pretty rough. Nah, man, this is... this is over, dude. 1-0. Not going for a third hero. Rather heavy slaughterhouse production. Sometimes we see Crypt Lord with this. Lich doesn't even have Orb yet. We don't even have Destroyers yet. And SOK is already failing this push. Position, of course, wasn't good to begin with. That's a 3-0, isn't it? Pretty one-sided game so far today. 3-1, 3-0, 3-0. There's the Destroyer now. It does seem a bit like SOK lost hope. After the expansions didn't win the first 2 maps, after 2 good early games. Like I said though, I think he just has to stop playing priests. Don't play priests. More upgrades, more shop. Double Slaughterhouse also great to get quickly up in A-bomb count. Interestingly, 1-0 here took a long time before getting the orb finally. Now he's got the orb at last. It's very different from Happy. Normally the first thing Happy always does on tier 3 is get that orb immediately. Level 2 DK, big upgrade here. Oh man, A-bombs are so hard to deal with for a tier 2 human army. Pretty much impossible, in fact. Value of Cannibalize would be sick here. Oh, 1-0 gets it just as I say. Nice. So much healing for the Undead army. We got Coils, we got Unholy Aura, we got Statues, we got Blight, we got Cannibalize. Priests can't keep up with it. Oh, look, 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 look. Cannibalize. Ah, I didn't use it yet. But there it is, GG. And that is 3-0 for 1-0. With that, 1-0 makes the upper bracket final. With that, he is top 3 in WSB Season 3.